Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming this super cute St. Patrick's Day look that I'm actually wearing right now. So if you like the way this looks, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, show me some love. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so since this is a St. Patrick's Day look, I'm going to start with the eyes. So to prime my lids today, I want the color payoff to be more than normal just because we're using colors. So I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 5. It's the lightest one. I'm going to use this and I'm just going to dot it onto my eyelids and then blend it out with my beauty sponge. And again, this is just going to kind of create that blank slate that I'm looking for to make the colors look really good. So just like that, this concealer blends out really well. So for my blending brush, I'm going to be using the MORPHE M441. This is my go-to blending eyeshadow brush. So for this look, I'm going to be using one palette today. It's going to be the MORPHE 35B palette. It has every single color of the rainbow. Ta-da! So to start off, I'm going to be going in with this Band-Aid finger. This first neutral shade right here. And this is just going to basically set that concealer I just put on. It's the same color as my skin, which is fine because I don't want my concealer to crease. It's just like on your under eyes when you put setting powder under your eyes so it doesn't crease. It's the same, literally the same exact thing for your eyes. This same blending brush, I'm going to start off with this yellow color on the bottom. So I want this color as my more so transition shade just to kind of add that vibrancy to it. And we're just going to kind of do circular motions in the crease. So I'm just going to back and forth, kind of circular motions, bring it up pretty close to my eyebrow just because we're going to put the green on the eyelid and a little bit on the crease as well. So we want it to still show as the yellow and kind of have that gradient effect. Alright, so just like that. So both eyelids, the creases are done. So next, I'm going to go in with more of a crease blending brush. I'm going to take this bottom shade, this bottom green shade. It's going to go in my crease, so it's going to add that definition or like that contour to your eye. And that's what's going to add depth. If you have really, really small eyes, you can use like darker shades in your crease to help add that depth to your eye and that definition. It will make your eyes appear a lot bigger. So just back and forth motions, kind of like that same little windshield wiper effect. And you can still see the yellow on top and then the green right underneath. All right, so what I'm gonna do, because it's not quite as dark as I want it to be, I'm gonna take this brush from, it's from Anastasia, but it's from a Modern Renaissance palette. It's just basically, I'm just going to use this smaller end, and this is more just like kind of a definer brush, get really in that crease. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this black, just a little bit of the black, and the green that I just used. Just kind of like in paint, when you add white to a color, it makes it lighter. Same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just go just along the crease and just kind of darken it up. Alright, so it's kind of, you can see it's a lot darker of a green, and that's exactly what I'm going for. Alright, and then I'm going to just go ahead and take the same brush I used for the dark green, and I'm not going to put any more product on it, but I am just going to kind of blend this out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Alright, just like that. So next I'm going to take my... So this is a brush from E.L.F. It's the professional eyeshadow brush. I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to put this on the lid. And I'm just going to press it on my lid. Like so. Alright, so that's it for the top of the eyelids. For the glitter, I'm going to be using this glitter from Michael's Arts and Crafts, or even NYX has really good glitter. It's just really fine, but I just like the chunkiness of this one. so shiny, and it's what I'm going for. So I'm going to take the NYX Glitter Primer, take just a little bit of primer, and I'm going to kind of tap it on both my fingers. And then I'm going to apply it onto my inner corner. I'm going to use the same finger, and I'm just going to tap it in the lid, get a good little clump on there, and I'm just going to press it on the inner corner. So for my eyeliner today, I'm going to go in with the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in shade Intense Black. This is what it looks like. It is by far my favorite eyeliner. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to really closely, almost tight lining my lash line on my eyelid. I'm doing this just so that way when I put on my false lashes, it makes the fake lashes and the real lashes look like one and look really beautiful, so that way it's not distracting from the eyeshadow look. It's just kind of an enhancement to it. So I'm just going to place it right along my lash line, and I just do like a little oomph motion. So just like that. For mascara today, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. It's their latest mascara. It is super pretty packaging. I love it. So because I am applying lashes today, I just push it towards the base of my lashes, and I just go upward. I don't want to make my lashes too thick. For lashes today, I'm going to go in with the Cosmetics London Eylure Lashes Vegas Nay. So this is the packaging for it. These are really beautiful lashes. I picked them up for Ulta. They're a pretty good price. I am going to be applying these off camera real quick just because it's very time consuming for me to put these on. I will be doing a video within the next few weeks on how to apply false lashes, so definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm back and my lashes are on. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the face before we finish up the underneath of our eyes. I'm going to start off with Hydrating Primer because my skin personally is super dry. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Hydrating. This primer for me, it's really lightweight. You can't really feel it on your skin, but it adds a lot of moisture that you didn't know was there. So I'm just going to add about a pea size on my fingertips, like so. And I'm just going to kind of massage it into my fingers. Start in the center of my face and just massage it in. I start in the center because most of your makeup is going to be in the center of your face and you're going to fade it outward. Next, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. So another reason why I used Hydrating Primer is because I'm using a matte foundation. So for my foundation, I just do about a pump and a half on the side of my hand. For my brush, I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush 56. This is what it looks like. It's just kind of a nice denser foundation brush. So I just take a little bit on my brush, and then again I start in the center of my face. So I just kind of pounce it on as if you would use a beauty blender. To reduce the chance of getting the creasing from under your eyes, I don't really apply a whole lot of foundation underneath my eyes because we are going to go in with that lighter concealer to brighten up the face. So for concealer today, I'm going to go in with that same concealer that I used on my eyelids. Again, it was the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade number 5. So for this, I'm going to get a nice little bit of product on the end, and I'm just going to do little dots under my eyes. I don't like to smear it on because I feel like when you do that, you're pulling at your skin and that's going to cause premature wrinkles. And I don't want that. I'm too young. So we're just going to do a little dots. So personally, I like to use the same brush that I use on my face for my under eyes. So I just buff this in under my eyes, and you can see it already brightens my face a lot. So we brightened up the under eye, so I'm just going to take that concealer again and put it along the rest of the center of my face. So the reason I do this, I kind of create a T, so I go all the way down the center and then under my eyes. The reason that I do that is because it really brightens up your face and it really kind of pulls your face forward and makes it look a little bit thinner. It helps with when you sculpt your face with contouring, bronzing, stuff like that. This just kind of is that extra step that really adds that extra definition to your face and really makes those structural points in the center of your face really stand out and look super, super beautiful. So I'm going to use my damp beauty sponge. This is the one from Sephora. It's Sephora brand. It feels just like a beauty blender. It's really pouncy and squishy. Just like a beauty blender, it applies really well and it absorbs water and dries very well as well. I'm going to be going with my Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to tap a little bit off into the lid. We're just going to take the pointy side and we're going to pick up quite a bit and we're just going to lay that under our eyes. Anywhere where I personally crease up, when I smile, talk, anything like that, it's where I put the powder. So basically the powder is kind of like the glue for your cream products. We're going to take a nice fluffy brush. This is my MORPHE E3 brush. It's a tapered fluffy brush. It's for face products. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pounce and swipe at the same time. Next, I'm going to bronze. I bronze first and then I contour second, personally, because I kind of like to see where I would naturally be bronzed and then just contour in the small areas where I want that more of a definition. So I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face powder brush and I'm just going to swirl it in my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I'm just going to right underneath, so my cheekbone's right here, so right underneath I'm going to do pretty good size circular swiping motions. Get a little bit more, put some on the forehead. If you have a lot smaller of a forehead, I wouldn't recommend putting bronzer on your forehead because it's going to make your forehead look even smaller. And then I do a little bit underneath the neck. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia A23 brush. It's just a really nice small dense brush. I'm going to go in with that same Chocolate Soleil bronzer medium deep from Too Faced. And I'm just going to swirl this in, tap a little off. With this I'm going to go right above the ear and I'm just going to swipe under my cheekbone. Alright, that's looking good. Just to add a little color so my face isn't super, super light in the middle, it kind of adds a little bit of contrast. I'm going to dust it on the end of my nose and along the sides of the bridge of my nose. So I'm just doing this along the hairline and under my lip to make my bottom lip look bigger when I put my lipstick on, and then just a little bit underneath my chin. Alright, I'm going to bring a little bit up here too, just whatever's left on my brush, just to kind of add that definition. What I like to do is I like to do my highlighter and then my blush. So for my highlighter, I'm going to go in with my Mercier in shade Highlight 01. It looks like this. I hit pan because I love it so much. It's definitely a more natural highlight, but if you wet your brush, it'll definitely become a lot more blinding, how people like to wear it. So first I'm just going to dust this along my cheekbones. And then on the bridge of my nose, on the tip, Cupid's bow, right above the brows, and on the chin. And that's just going to kind of enhance the highlight that I already have on with the concealer. So for blush, I'm going to be using my Becca blush. It's shade Flowerchild. It looks like this. It's super cute. The packaging is amazing. And that's the color. It's kind of like a really soft, pinky, almost a little bit peachy shade. Because I am pretty fair, it looks really, really nice. Just kind of like a flush pink on my cheeks. For my blush brush, I'm going to be going in with the MORPHE E4. It's basically just a angled brush. It kind of just sculpts my cheeks really, really nicely. I just do little circular motions. I like to do it along my cheekbone instead of just on the apples of my cheeks. Because I don't really like that baby doll look personally, so that's why I go all along the cheekbone. The reason I do it in this order is so that way it doesn't look like contour, blush, highlight. So I do contour, highlight, and then the blush kind of just seams the lines together. so that way it's not super dramatic, it looks more natural. So next, what I like to do is I like to set my face. Like I said earlier, I do have a lot more dry skin, so I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 setting mist. This is a very hydrating mist. It smells like eucalyptus, and it's really nice, really cooling and calming on the skin as well. So what I do is I like to almost face my bottle upward, and I spray, and I let kind of the mist just fall on my face. So you just spray up and let it fall. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows real quick off camera. Be right back. So I am back and my brows are done. My eyebrows are super full already, so I just basically take the Anastasia brow definer in shade soft brown, and I just basically fill in where there's less hair to make it look fuller. So next I'm going to finally finish up these eyes, and I'm gonna take this brush. It's from VERA. It's just a really small pencil brush. I'm going to take this yellow shade right here that I used first on my eyes, and I'm gonna dip it in there, and I'm just going to dust this under my eyes. So with this same little pencil brush, I'm gonna go in with the dark green, go along my lash line. Like so. Voila. So that is the under eye. I didn't take it down too far, but it's just enough to kind of add that symmetry to my eyes. I'm going to go in with that same Troublemaker mascara from Urban Decay and apply it to my lower lashes. I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in shade 3C. Because I start at the Cupid's bow and I kind of I go around the curve and then make an X. So I just boop boop like that. Alright, so that is my lips lined. Next, I'm going to go in with a really beautiful MAC lipstick in shade Viva Glam 2. So it just looks like this, a really nice natural nude shade. The reason that I picked nude for this look is because the eyes, again, are so bright and colorful. I wanted just a really nice nude lip to not take the distraction away from the eyes. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and pushing through with me. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you next week in my next video. Bye, thank you.